This is Andy Purewal for ID Boxing. I'm joined by promoter Eddie Hearn here in New York. Eddie just got a little bit feisty down here. I don't know if you saw.
I didn't see it. You guys normally are in with your cameras.
Well, yeah, I was in amongst it, Eddie, yeah.
Listen, I think it's going to be lively in the arena tomorrow night. That was, you're talking about the Bowser Hitchens fight. 15-0, 17-0. Can be a great atmosphere in here tomorrow night for that. Puerto Rico against Brooklyn, and really looking forward to that one. And the whole card, to be honest with you. Every fight really well matched tomorrow night.
Going into tomorrow night, Amanda Serrano's a favourite against Alycia Cruz, but how much pressure is there on her shoulders knowing about the Katie Taylor fight?
Well, it's a weird one, you know, behind the scenes obviously there's a lot of negotiations for the rematch taking place. We represent Alycia Cruz, we want her to win. That would kill the rematch between Taylor Serrano. Amanda Serrano's tried to distance herself from the Taylor Serrano fight because she's got to focus on undisputed. She's a 7-division, 9-time world champion, but has never been undisputed. So this is very important for her tomorrow night. And obviously, if she comes through, then we can look at Taylor Serrano. But certainly, right now, she's got a real handful tomorrow night.
What did you make of the recent comments that come out from those involved from the Croke Park side of things?
Wild, really. You know, it's being debated in the House of Commons in Ireland, and you know, I think that the facts are pretty straightforward. To stage the event at Croke Park would cost nearly 3 times what it cost to stage it at Wembley. They come out and said, no, the higher cost is just a little bit more than Wembley. I'm not talking about the higher cost, I'm talking about all the costs that they have asked us to take care of are 3 times more than it would be to stage it at Wembley. We have numbers that both girls want in this fight. And it just simply didn't work. I'm not having a pop at the Irish government, a GAA, anybody. I'm just saying, you know, from a business model point of view, it didn't work. Doesn't mean we can't do it in the future. We know as well, May 20th, which is our TV date, there is a rugby match on, so maybe the benefits to the government and tourism wouldn't be the same. No problem, no drama. Free Arena is going to be unbelievable, and if that's where we stage it, we'll do it, and we'll go back to a stadium in September. But the key was for me, and I'm not prepared to lose another opportunity to take Katie Taylor back to Ireland. So that's where we're at.
Alycia Baumgardner's called for that fight. Let's say she comes through and she's undisputed. Would that be big enough to sell out in September at Croke Park?
Well, Croke Park, yeah, possibly. I mean, look, there's 3 fights we're looking at for Katie Taylor. There's Chantel Cameron, there's Alycia Baumgardner, and there's Amanda Serrano if she comes through. And by the way, all of those people, I want to match everybody, the best versus the best. I want undisputed champion against undisputed champion. So if Taylor fights Serrano, maybe we do Alycia Baumgardner against Chantel Cameron. Great fight. We do Taylor against Chantel Cameron. Great fight, no problem to do that. We do Amanda Serrano against Alycia Baumgardner. I mean, there are so many different fights we can make, and they're the ones we want to be making. So you know, I've spoken to Katie Taylor. She's given her approval for all 3 of those fights. No problem. So obviously the focus is the rematch of the fight of the year, and we'll see what happens tomorrow night.
Eddie, Alycia Baumgardner's life changed when she defeated Terry Harper. Now you find her 1 fight away from potentially becoming undisputed champion. From your perspective, just walk me through this journey she's been on.
Unbelievable. And again, it's a great insight for young fighters that might not have a big promotional contract, that might think that the opportunities are going to avoid them. She just kept working in the gym. She reached out to us. She got an opportunity against Terry Harper. She won. She defended it. She beat Michaela Meyer. 0-2 last time, Madison Square Garden this time. She's a massive star of the sport. She's a big personality. She's a tremendous fighter, very entertaining. But again, she's got a very tough fight against Michaela tomorrow night. I'm telling you, every fight on this card is so well matched. They'll all be really good fights.
How good does it feel to be back?
Where?
This year, no, just mean this year.
In general, yeah, it's good because, but you know, Andy, I think sometimes it's good to have a little break. I mean, we always have a break over Christmas anyway, but when you're doing show after show after show, it's a grind. And sometimes you don't lose the buzz, but you just get a bit tired. And you know, we come back and we've had to watch a couple of weeks of shows where we haven't done one, and I've enjoyed it. And I miss the game, I miss the fights, I miss fight night, and I'm really looking forward to kicking it off at Madison Square Garden tomorrow.
Eddie, as always, there's just a few other topics to quickly squeeze out of you. We never got that announcement from the WBC the other day regarding Conor Benn. It was a surprise to you?
No, I mean, you know, I've sort of saw everybody reporting it on Twitter and the media that the report was going to come. As I understand it, it is on its way. You know, I've talked so much about this, and really all I understand is that the decision and the report is imminent. So nothing to say more on it other than wait to see. You'll get all the details you need, I presume, in that report, and hopefully we can resume the career of Conor Benn.
Do you expect that to be next week now?
Honestly, I have no idea, and like, if I was told when it was coming, I would just tell you. I've been told it's coming. And I don't know if that's today, tomorrow. I would be surprised if it wasn't next week, but we've got a very busy week next week, so I'm sure there'll be a lot to talk about.
You've kind of put yourself into in a little hole there. Joshua Franklin, saw Sky announce that the terms are all agreed on that front as well for April 1st.
Yeah, nothing signed for that fight yet, no. Joshua against Franklin is a front runner. I saw the report from Sky, it's not true. The contract's not signed for that fight, but he's the guy that I think it will be. He has been for a while. We'll look to tie that up. April 1st is the date. You'll get an AJ press conference next week. You'll get a huge announcement from us very early in the week, potentially Monday, on the entire schedule up until even into May. And very excited, looking forward to seeing him return to the O2. It's been a long time. I think it's a really good fight. And looking forward to finally announcing for our fighters more than anything. I mean, again, we joke about everyone knows the dates anyway, but get it on sale, get these arenas full up, and build towards a massive night at the O2 as well.
Eddie, you may be excited, but Dillian Whyte isn't. He's had a few comments around the Joshua Franklin fight being announced. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I mean, I feel that Franklin gave Dillian Whyte a tremendous fight, and it was a very, very competitive, close fight. So I don't see why it's a bad fight for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has no problem fighting Dillian Whyte. I think it's a stadium fight. We can do that fight next. AJ's teamed up with a new trainer after losing 2 on the bounce against the pound-for-pound #1. It's a very good fight, competitive fight. And I guess the comparisons will be, let's see how Anthony Joshua does against Jermaine Franklin versus how Dillian Whyte did against Jermaine Franklin, and we'll see.
Dillian's thoughts were already that when he fought Franklin, he saw that as a semi-final eliminator almost, and if he beat him, he was going to get AJ next. There's a level of disappointment on his behalf. Was that always the case, or was it ever the case?
Not at all. I mean, we've always planned for that fight for the summer. Dillian Whyte was coming off a defeat. He boxed Jermaine Franklin. AJ's coming off 2 defeats. He's boxing Jermaine Franklin. It was a very good fight between Dillian Whyte and Jermaine Franklin, and we'll see how AJ compares.
Just a couple to squeeze. Justis Huni and sticking with heavyweight. It's a great signing.
Tremendous signing for us. I mean, Justis Huni, of course, Australia is a big market for us. Now we have, I think, the best stable in Australian boxing, but also we have a very good heavyweight. 7-0, but already world ranked. He's very fast, he's very skillful, and I think you can enjoy watching him all around the world. And he'll be out in April, maybe early May on the Canelo card, and looking forward to taking him to the World Heavyweight Championship.
Final one, 2 men that you may not be working with now, but down the line you never know. Them versus Canelo. Benavidez-Plant, fiery press conference yesterday. Did you catch any of it?
Yeah, I did. It's slightly X-rated, wasn't it? But it's a good fight, and looking forward to see who comes out on top. I think Benavidez will win the fight, but if they make it to the ring, because it was slightly X-rated.
Eddie, thank you.
Cheers, mate.